warm good morning to one and all. Om Dhanvantri Namaha. We take this privilege to welcome all the dignitaries, delegates for Sushrutha Avabodhini 2.0. Sushrutha Avabodhini 2.0 is a two-day national conference on the topic Revolutionizing Degenerative Disorder Care, intersection of Ayurveda, Technology and Innovation. Organized by Sushrutha Ayurvedic Medical College and Hospital in collaboration with SVASA, deemed to be University and Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, Karnataka. We are gathered here to explore a truly transformative and innovative approach to healthcare, one that blends ancient wisdom of Ayurveda and cutting-edge advancement in technology. As we set out this intellectual journey, we hope the seminar will offer all the attendees a plethora of insights and enables fruitful interaction and inspires fresh perspectives about the topic at hand. With this being said, we request Dr. Champapan, Professor and HOD, Department of Kaumara Britya, and Dr. Shijan Raj, Associate Professor, Department of Rachana Sharira, to escort the chief guests and all the dignitaries onto the stage.
Sanctify the aura of the event and to seek the blessings of Ashwini Devatas, we invite our BAMS students of SAMCH for the Veda Kosha. We request everyone to rise for the same.
Hari Om. Yatha Soma Prata Savane Ashvinor Bhavati Priyaha Eva Me Ashvina Varcha Atmanidriyatam Yatha Madhu Madhukrita Sambharanti Madhavadhi Eva Me Ashvina Varcha Atmanidriyatam Yatha Maksha Idam Madhu Nyanjanti Madhavadhi Eva Me Ashvina Varchastejo Balamojaschadriyatam Ashvina Saragena Ma Madhunaktam Shubhaspati Yatha Varchasvatim Vachamavadani Janagun Anu Harihi Om Harihi Om Garbham Dehi Sinivari Garbham Dehi Saraswati Garbham Te Ashvinau Deva Vadhatta Pushkarasraja Hari Om
thanks to the team for the soulful rendition. Without getting further delayed, let's commence the program by expressing our incredible faith and humble gesture of surrender towards the divine, for which I would like to call upon Miss Tanmayi and Miss Soumya onto the stage to seek the blessing.
ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ನೀ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ನೀ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ಕಾರ್ಯಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ಕಾರ್ಯಸಿದ್ಧಿಪುದೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಸಿದ್ಧಿಪುದೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ವಿದ್ಯಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಪುದೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಪುದೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಭಜನಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ಭಜನಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ಭಜನೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಪುದೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಭಜನೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಪುದೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ
Thank you.
Thank you, students, for the heartfelt invocation. It takes us immense pleasure in welcoming the most dynamic of our institution, who has been a constant guiding force and support, who is none other than our beloved Director of SMCH and Pro-Chancellor of SWASA, Dean to be University, Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna Sir. Sir is an accomplished academician, clinician and administrator in the Ayurveda, Yoga and Integrative Medicine field. Sir is a recipient of several awards such as Karnataka State Award, Yogashri Prashasti Award and many more. Sir has been honored with Ayurveda Shiromani Award in the Samyojanam 2024 by Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad. Sir has contributed extensively to Ayurveda and Yoga research, which includes guiding PhD dissertations and publishing in index journals. Sir is actively involved in social service initiatives. Sir has authored many books such as Handbook of Natural Oils, Ayurveda Shlokavali, and Sir is a chairperson to develop Ayurvedic lifestyle management course for personal health care. It is with great pleasure that we invite you, sir, to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished dignitaries at today's event.
శంకరం శంకరాచార్యం కేశవం బాదరాయణం అస్మద్ ఆచార్య పర్యంతం వందే గురు పరంపరాం. సుప్రభాతం సుస్వాగతం. Dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, delegates from different parts of the state, students and my dear brothers and sisters. Today we are assembled here for celebration of a national conference on revolutionizing degenerative disorders care, intersection of Ayurveda, technology and innovation. Today as Guruji made it amply clear in the morning, yoga is globalized, Ayurveda is getting globalized. It is little behind of yoga for the reason that yoga is a non-pharmacological intervention, whereas Ayurveda essentially a lifestyle management and a pharmacological intervention too. When there is pharmacological intervention, definitely our competitors, many times they put lot of restrictions, obstacles, blockages to make it global. But the only way we can globalize Ayurveda is through intensive research and publication of papers in high impact journals and making the world to understand our language. You know, the Ayurvedic classics, Ayurvedic texts have been in Devanagari. I don't say it's an impediment, it is a boon, because this language is going to be the universal language very shortly. When it becomes the language of computers and artificial intelligence, then people really understand and do recognize Ayurveda as a system of healthcare today, which is being recognized as a complementary system of healthcare. In order to make it a globally significant system with an objective of providing natural lifestyle management, this type of seminar, conference, conclave is indeed required. In fact, by thinking on this line and on the direction of Guruji, our Guruji, as you know, a man of science who was a scientist in NASA, and he travelled from NASA to Bangalore to make this Vyasa. See, this journey is inclusive of both science, philosophy, spirituality and Indic sciences. So on Guruji's advice, we have selected this particular topic in collaboration with several organizations, and the most important organization that we have, our collaborator and supporter and guiding force is Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad. Let us give a big applause for Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad. You know, Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad is the platform for propagation, development and globalizing Ayurveda for the entire community with an objective of providing natural way of healthcare. In fact, recently Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad conducted a program in Jaipur. More than 3,000 registered people were there. It was a wonderful program. And today, in every state, Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad existence and identity is happening. I am glad that Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, our national team, has given us a direction to hold such programs in every state, and under the direction of our national team, we have been able to organize this. In addition, we have the supporters and the collaborators for us is our Yasvyasa deemed to be university and RGUHS, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Department of Ayush, Government of India and Karnataka government plus NCISM. By all these, with the support of all these organizations, we have been able to make this program a beginning now. For this program, I rather welcome each one of you and also the dignitaries on the dais. First, I would like to introduce today's chief guest, who is most popular man and a practical man, none other than Dr. G.G. Gangadharanji. He is very popularly known as G.G. sir. See, there are two types of people in Ayurveda. One is a theoretical section, another one is the real true practical oriented people. And Gangadharanji is one such personality. What he speaks, he practices. Rather, what he practices only he speaks. Such a practical, knowledgeable person and the real practitioner is with us. And he is the founder director of GG's Ayurveda Chikitsalaya, Bangalore, a reputed Ayurvedic physician who has dedicated his life to changing the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda towards achieving the wellness and well-being of the patients. A leader with a proven track record of having hands-on experience of leading large multidisciplinary teams consisting of healthcare practitioners, researchers and other professionals. A track record of having made significant contributions to the revival of the Indian system of medicine and local health traditions through his work in the research development and publication of path-breaking studies and monographs. An expert in authentic Ayurvedic methods of diagnosis. Today that is lacking, including pulse diagnosis or Nadi Pariksha, and Dr. Gigi is also known for his ingenuity in treating chronic ailments and lifestyle disorders. And he has been awarded with BAMS from Ayurveda College, Coimbatore. That is a 7.5 years course, if I am correct. Today, see, only few, including our Dr. Raghuram Bhatt, who was the principal of this college, now he is in NCISM. He was also very closely associated with our Gigi sir. And they are the people who studied Ayurveda for 7.5 years like a Gurukula pattern. And today, very recently, Government of India has notified that Ayurveda course can be started like a Gurukula system which was there earlier. And for that, no need of this conventional pre-university. There will be pre-course teaching with Ayurveda, Indic science, darshanas and other things. That is going to come into enforcement very shortly. And our GG sir has undergone that course. Let us congratulate him. And a first of its kind, unique 7.5 years, as I was mentioning, called Ayurveda Acharya from Madras University, delivered in the traditional Gurukula format with emphasis on personality development, imparting traditional values, principles and deep-rooted knowledge. In fact, Ayurveda education demands that. Today we have 700 plus Ayurveda colleges in the country. In Karnataka, we are champions, more than 100. But the question is, how many of our students really go into the original text? When I was studying and Gigi sir was studying and Mahesh ji were studying, there were hardly any translated books. We were forced to read the original text. But in the Gurukula pattern, everything was purely Sanskritized and they were able to understand the intricacies and the inner meaning of each and every shloka. That is the speciality of the learning. And our Gigi sir has, to his credit, many awards and fellowships. He is the fellow of Ashoka Innovators for the Public, FAIP, and Ashoka Foundation from United States of America in 1986. An international fellowship offered by United States based on Ashoka Foundation, having the largest network of leading social entrepreneurs in the world, who are selected after a rigorous process which each member committed to championing new patterns of social good. And a Master of Management, he is also from MGill University of Canada, a 2-year hybrid online and residential international masters in health leadership, that is IMHL, a postdoctoral international management program for outstanding senior health leaders, and PhD from Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapit, Pune. And really we are honored to have Dr. Vaidya Gigi Gangadharanji for today's function. I wholeheartedly welcome Gigi sir on behalf of the university and my own. I should mention one, we had an occasion for an interaction to get a research project from ICCR in New Delhi 10 years back. In fact, from the university we moved 3-4 projects. In fact, all the projects were evaluated and approved and certified by Gigi sir. And we have with us another stalwart in the field of Ayurveda. Whenever we talk about Samhita at the national level, Samhita means Ayurvedic basic principles, none other than Professor Dr. Mahesh Vyas. You will hear Mahesh Vyas very shortly, such a profound speaker, teacher, and a guide. He is from our All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi. He has 26 years of PG teaching experience in the department of Samhita and Siddhanta. And he has been awarded with gold medal in BAMS, first in university in MD, PhD from Gujarat, prestigious Ayurveda University, Jamnagar, gold medal in MA in Sanskrit, gold medal in MA in philosophy. Friends, remember, this is the most idealist combination of the studies. One is Ayurveda, Sanskrit, and Darshanas. Because Ayurvedic fundamental principles invariably goes with metaphysics, or what we call it as Padartha Vijnana. And he is the master in it, and he is authority in it. We are proud to have him here today, and his achievements are member of the advisory board, D.Y. Patil, deemed to be University, Nehru, Navi Mumbai, member of working group of integrative medicine, member of Central Ethics Committee, CCRAS, New Delhi, member of Institutional Ethics Committee, CARI, New Delhi, member International Ethics Committee, CBPSCS, New Delhi, ex-executive editor of Ayu International Journal, published from IPGT and RA Jamnagar, conducted more than 20 international conferences as a coordinator, member advisory board, literary group CCRAS, Ministry of Ayush, New Delhi, guided more than 75 PG scholars, guided more than 30 PhDs, and member Board of Studies, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, served 17 years as faculty member IPGT, Gujarat, received Dhanvantari Award from Kashi Vidya Parishad, Varanasi, received Dhanvantari Award from New Delhi, received Excellence Award from Amim Cancer Trust, New Delhi, and received Best Teacher Award by CEE, New Delhi. And he has delivered several guest lectures, keynote address, and presented several papers, and more than 201 research papers have been published in various national and international journals. Publishing one paper is so tough time, all of you know it. To his credit, 200 plus, probably he is working 24/7, if I am correct. And more than 510 guest lectures delivered at various national and international conferences. So we are really proud to have you, sir, here today, and I wholeheartedly welcome you from the bottom of my heart, and I request all of you to give a big applause for his achievements. And we have today Dr. T. Premanand Rao. He is a silent worker, contributor for the welfare, harmony of this society through Ayurveda. He is from Warangal, and he was born to a family of freedom fighters and committed to social works. He pursued his graduation of bachelor degree from a prestigious Anantalakshmi Government Ayurveda College, Warangal. Later he joined government service as medical officer in the state of United Andhra Pradesh and served the poor people at remote villages of the state. He rendered his medical services as various levels and Ayurvedic dispensaries and colleges attached to teaching hospitals. Further, he worked as senior medical officer and Telangana state license officer for National Ayush Mission programs of the Department of Ayush, wherein he was instrumental in successful completion of various programs like Ayush Gram, school health programs, etc., and established 20 to 30 bedded Ayush hospitals in the state of Telangana. He retired from service as senior medical officer and dedicated his post-retirement life for the welfare of Ayurveda doctors and Ayurveda system through Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad. If I am correct, we are all part-time workers for Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad. But Premanand Rao is a full-time dedicated worker of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, today holding the post of Senior Vice President of our National Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad Executive Committee, and he is the sole person for establishing and propagating Vishwa Ayurveda Parishads in southern India, especially in Bangalore, especially in Karnataka. He came here 5-6 years back and sowed the seed. Because of the seed sowed by Premanand Rao, today we are here to make this conference very successful one. And on behalf of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad Karnataka and also Sushrutha Ayurvedic Medical College and Hospital and SVSRDM University, I take it as my pleasure to extend cordial welcome to Premanand Rao sir. Today we have our own Vice Chancellor, my dear good friend, and the trustee, one of the trustees of our Yadalam Trust running Sushrutha Ayurvedic Medical College, and a true scientist from the background of naturopathy and yoga. Hardly you find people from the background of naturopathy and yoga with so many publications. For his credit, more than 150 scientific papers. Please give a big applause. Give a big applause. And he has been honored severally. The list is very big. And he was the head of our Anveshana Research Laboratory. The heart and soul of this university is our Anveshana Research Laboratory, where we have published more than 900 scientific papers. And the contribution of Dr. Manjunath is very significant under the guidance of Dr. Nagaratna Didi and our Guruji. And he is a very dynamic, simple man, and he contributes always for the growth and welfare of Ayurveda, and he is a true sympathizer and supporter of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad too. And on behalf of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad and also of my college, because he being trustee, he needs appreciation and also gratitude from my side. So I express my cordial welcome to Dr. Manjunath, and let us give a big applause for his joining today. Friends, today we have several dignitaries. Dr. Varambali is here from Nimans, head of the Department of Psychiatry. He is going to deliver the keynote address, and his contributions in the field of research will be exhibited very shortly after this program. I express my cordial welcome. Several principals from different colleges. Dr. Rupa has come from Siddhapur. Dr. Anand Katti has come here. And our Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad General Secretary has come here. And our registrar is here. Shivashankar Saiji, Vaidya, all our teachers and our students. In addition, more than 300 plus delegates from different parts of the state and even from the southern states have come here, and I extend cordial welcome to each one of you. I am sure that these 2 days, today and tomorrow, you have the feast of the good technical sessions, opportunity for your presentation, poster presentation, deliberations, and listening to keynote addresses. It is going to be a real feast for all of you, and enjoy, spend your time very happily, and take a memorable note from here. I am sure that with the scale of the dignitaries that they are going to deliver today and tomorrow, the keynote address and the talks, all of us will be benefited. And as Guruji mentioned today, we need to make a roadmap for revolutionizing degenerative disorder care, which is the need of the hour today. Under the category of degenerative, we have many problems like arthritis, neurodegenerative, Alzheimer's, so many problems are there, and the scientific session will enlighten all of us. And I take it as my pleasure to extend once again cordial welcome to each one of you and wish you all good luck. Thank you. Bharat Mata Ki.
Thank you, sir, for welcoming the dignitaries with gracious gesture. Now, we request Dr. Alok Roy, sir, Principal of Sushrutha Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital, to welcome Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, sir, with a floral greeting. Thank you, sir, for the warm welcome. Now, I request Dr. Nishchal, sir, Assistant Professor in the Department of PG Studies of Dravya Guna, to welcome Dr. Alok Roy, sir, Principal of SAMCH, with a floral bouquet. Thank you, sir, for extending the warm welcome. Deepo nashayate dhvantam, dhana arogye prayachati, kalyanaya bhavati eva, deepajyotihi namostute. With this being said, now I request our esteemed dignitaries to join their hands in lighting the lamp.
Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma mrutangamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Thank you, dignitaries. Now we have with us Dr. Manjunath Sharma sir, Vice Chancellor, S. Vyasa, deemed to be University with us. Sir has 30 years of academic, research and administrative experience and has published 97 research papers in various index journals. Sir is the editor of iJoy and serves as the reviewer of various international journals. Sir has guided several students of PhD, MD and MSc students. Sir has delivered lectures on evidence-based yoga therapy. Sir is also a member of Scientific Advisory Committee, Research Advisory Committee, and Sir has received prestigious awards including the Bharat Gaurav Award at the House of Commons, British Parliament. Now I would request Dr. Manjunath Sharma sir to address the gathering.
Namaste and good morning to everyone. It's such a wonderful occasion welcoming all of you to this Prashanti Kutiram campus of S. Vyasa University. But Prashanti Kutiram is the home for multiple organizations and institutions, and Sushrutha Ayurveda Medical College is one of them under Yadalam Trust, as mentioned by Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna sir. We have been contemplating on doing some innovative activities through Sushrutha Ayurveda Medical College. And of course, for innovation, there is one person who is very well known in our campus, which is our Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna sir. When we say that so one big conference has to be planned, then he says that it should not be one, it should be at least 4 in a year. When you say we should have a CME, he says that there should not be only CMEs, we should have continued research education, we should have multiple other continued education programs themselves, not necessarily medical education. And today we are here for this wonderful program, particularly focusing on revolutionizing degenerative disorder care, an intersection of Ayurveda, technology and innovation. An amazing topic. For today's program, we have such eminent personalities in the field of Ayurveda. They are the Vaidyas of Vaidyas, Acharyas of Acharyas, Gurus of Gurus. It's a privilege to have them in our campus, particularly Dr. G.G. Gangadharan sir. Privilege sir having you here. And I was just looking at the three guests who are here today, and I can get all that what we have in this campus as the illuminaries whom we worship, particularly Gangadharan representing the Adinatha of Yoga, Shiva, and we have Mahesh Vyas, Doctor, bringing in that Vyasa Parampara to us. And of course we have Dr. Premanand Rao. Finally we talk all about through yoga to take individuals to that ultimate goal of life, which is reaching that Anandamaya Kosha. And how do you reach that state of bliss? Bring that love and sacrifice, prema, tyaga and seva. So these three guests today are going to illuminate our lives with knowledge what they have carried for years, and particularly bringing in that integrative modalities and approach what they have followed. Of course, Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, as I mentioned, he is a person who networks and brings all the eminent personalities together. He was part of CCIM, and in a bigger way he contributes to the growth of Ayurveda in this country. He is also a messenger of not just Ayurveda but the discipline of integrative medicine. And of course our principal, amazing personality. I always see him when there are Sushrutha Ayurveda college programs. Whenever his name is taken, the crowd, particularly students, get so happy that his connect with the next generation is so strong that people admire and love him. So that's the kind of strength what this university has and what this institution has. Particularly for today's conference, degenerative disorders, that's what one of my focus was. I started my whole research career through yoga research. When we talk of yoga, it is more of preparing you rather than treating and curing you. Okay, and I am equally excited to say that the principles of be it Ayurveda, naturopathy, yoga or multiple other Indian systems of medicine or traditional medicine remain quite similar and same, which talks about prevention. When you talk of degeneration, if the aim is to treat an individual with degenerative disorder, we can do probably something to make their quality of life better. We can help them in improving certain functional abilities. But if you think of bringing in preventive measures, if we can adopt those principles of Ayurveda very strongly into day-to-day life, probably we can avoid or slow down degenerative processes. When we look at yoga as one of the modalities, of course, Swasthavrutta talks all about prevention, and you want to really look at how do you manage your life on a day-to-day basis and how do you manage on a seasonal basis. All that is going to give you lots of hints and glimpses. But the fundamental problem, sir, we are doing a project now on reversing diabetes. Why we took this project on reversing diabetes is we know that if you start practicing yoga and if you start changing your lifestyle, which includes your diet, physical activity, mental stress and your habits, You can probably reverse diabetes even though if your HbA1c is beyond 10. But the problem is sustainability. Once you reverse it, can you hold on to it? The lifestyle modification has a challenge in individuals maintaining it and sustaining it. So that's the fundamental issue why we are not able to succeed in prevention, but we always move towards symptom management and then aim at cure. For several conditions, the word cure has been taken away. We say that we can manage and maintain. But unfortunately, it is purely because we are not able to understand the fundamental principles of removing the cause, but we are working at the symptom level. We were looking in yoga. One of the fundamental limbs of yoga is dhyana, meditation. There's so much of research done on meditation. Its relation to neurodegeneration. Multiple neurodegenerative conditions have been studied. Relation of yoga to autoimmunity has been studied. Yoga, its integration with Ayurveda has been studied extensively. Yoga with multiple other systems, including conventional medical system, has been being explored. So when you look at these multiple options, we can very prominently and clearly say that yes, there is a possibility of reversal of degeneration for some extent with the available evidence of today. We were always looking at neural plasticity. When you talk of meditation, yoga, etc., our interest will always be on can you introduce changeability, whether it is functional changeability or structural changeability, which is a deeper question. But when you look at functional changeability, 100% possible. My first ever research study was on looking on the influence of pranayama on evoke potentials, particularly looking at auditory evoke potential, middle latency response. So each evoked response, when we look at it, it shows us a particular part of the brain which is generating that potential has been manipulated through an intervention. So pranayama was one of them. It was so clear to us that it's so easy to manipulate the functionality of the brain to begin with and any other system for that matter. Yoga masters have demonstrated there is a possibility of voluntary control over involuntary functions. We always say cardio, respiratory, metabolic, etc. These are involuntary, but it's so easy to manipulate them and you can bring in a change in all of them. So the relationship between normal functioning versus degeneration, these are all linked, these are all connected. If we start working on degenerative process as an independent entity, sorry, it's not going to work. Only Ayurveda talks about this integrative system, whereby you touch upon one system, another system responds. You want to manipulate one place, you probably need to work at 3 more places, not just at that one place. After functional changeability, plasticity, we have also seen the possibility of structural changes in the brain through the practice of meditation, through the practice of other yoga techniques, including asanas and pranayama. It's as early as 1996-97, we did a study in the University of Florida, the first ever study probably on looking at functional MRI changes following meditation. That time we were thinking that yes, probably there are some changes, but we don't know whether it is increased cortical thickness or it is a functional change. But today we have n number of studies demonstrating that you can at will manipulate cortical thickness of the brain. Imagine if there is a possibility of you sitting for 15 minutes or 30 minutes in a day and doing meditation, it has a profound impact on your brain, changing the cortical thickness. Why not adopt it into our lives? We look at always as medical professionals are either a medicine, particularly a tablet or a capsule to heal you. Unfortunate. There are so many ways of really healing, and when you talk of prevention, that's probably the last one what you opt for, using medication. You have to really look at all other options, what you do on a day-to-day basis. This is a very serious topic when you are looking at degeneration. Patients come to us with arthritis, serious degenerative changes, and then they say that whatever is needed, I will take Ayurveda, I will take naturopathy, I will take yoga, but please change or help me in getting rid of these deformities. We tell youngsters, yesterday we had a big program in our city campus. We started another campus in Bangalore city, where with engineering, management, allied health sciences, including clinical psychology to occupational therapy, multiple programs have started. We were just addressing students over there. Then students were asking the similar kind of question. Sir, why are we supposed to learn yoga? I am an engineering student, I am a commerce student, I am a management student. I have come here to become an engineer, not an yoga practitioner. So then we were giving them little bit of the gnana, saying that the fundamental problem today is, this is the time where you really skip out of your lifestyle. If you can learn to manage your lifestyle along with your education, or bring lifestyle management into your education, we have done our bit as an education institution. You don't believe, if you can start making small little changes. We tell arthritis patient, Sukshma Vyayama. This might look so simple and funny that you have to just do, okay, joint loosening exercises. So now when you do these joint loosening exercises, along with that you introduce breathing. Make it very slow, stretch, exhale and squeeze. So when you can start doing this, now you introduce some chanting along with this itself will become meditation for you. And you want to really bring in changes, huge drastic changes, it's all possible. So I am sure you are going to listen to experts who are all going to give you that knowledge which is practical, which is experiential, which comes directly from decades of their clinical practice and experience. I was told by Dr. Ramakrishna sir that we will have the senior representatives of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad. Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad has been an amazing contributor for not only holding on to the revival of Ayurveda in this country, but also promoting that education which is needed for next generation. Research has been very strongly promoted by Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, and it's our privilege from Vyasa University to collaborate with Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad to organize this conference. I'm sure all of you, those who have come from outside Bangalore and outside Karnataka, you are going to have a great experience being here at our campus. Feel free, there's many things to look around in this campus. There is a research laboratory, as Dr. Ramakrishna was mentioning. Whenever you find time, you can visit the laboratory where you can study anything to do with human biology. The laboratories are of that nature whereby even if some of you want to do some small little experiments on yourself, you can do it. We will arrange some demo sessions for you. We have such representatives here today coming from multiple institutions like NIMHANS on one side and TDU on the other side, Transdisciplinary University. All those experts are going to bring in the best blend of integrative medicine to you. You will never get this opportunity to listening to an allopathy senior most professor talking about Ayurvedic principles, bringing in the scientific evidence-based approach into it on one side, and an Ayurveda expert going into the depth of cellular biology and talking about the underlying mechanisms on the other side. This is a very unique opportunity. I was just asking the principal that how many speakers are going to talk. He said 5 of them. This is a very rare conference. Generally, we also organize conferences, at least a dozen of them in a year. The focus will be to bring as many people as possible. It will be overcrowded. Our inauguration got delayed a bit. So now the whole focus will be on when the first talk is going to start, and the whole session, all sessions are going to get carried away further. But Dr. Ramakrishna sir told very nicely that I want one that legendary Acharya who can talk for 1,000. So that's what this conference has been designed as. So you have these Diggajas in this field of Ayurveda talking to you. As I mentioned, some of them are coming from the extreme experience of allopathic medicine, bringing psychiatry and neurophysiology, but they are dipped into, they have taken a deep dive into our Indian traditional systems. Many congratulations to Dr. Varambali, along with Dr. B.N. Gangadhar and earlier leaders at NIMHANS. They were the first institution to establish a full-fledged department of integrative medicine, and they are promoting Ayurveda, yoga, naturopathy and multiple other systems in the management of psychiatric disorders to begin with, but not limited to psychiatry. So you are all going to have a great time with listening to speakers on one side, and I'm sure we have a Sattvic food. You all are going to enjoy that Sattvic food. We have some cultural events in the evening and a nice campus to walk around. 2 days back, Chennai friends are here, I was told. So I'm sure you had a tough time in Chennai with the rain. And whenever it rains in Chennai, we will have the glimpse of it in Bangalore. So if the weather has improved in Bangalore, I am sure Chennai guys are going to enjoy it more than anybody else. Have a great time intellectually supporting and promoting time for all of you, and bring it into your practice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for vocalizing your wisdom and inspiring us with your speech. As a guest of honor of the event, Sushrutha Avabodhini 2.0, we have with us the esteemed and distinguished personality, Dr. Mahesh Vyas, sir, Dean of PhD Studies, All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi. Sir has 26 years of experience in teaching the postgraduate students of Department of Samhita and Siddhanta. Sir holds a gold medal in BAMS, MA Sanskrit and MA Philosophy. Sir ranked first in the university during his post-graduation. Sir has pursued PhD from Gujarat Ayurveda University, Jamnagar. Sir is also a member of Advisory Board of D.Y. Patil Deemed University, Central Ethical Committee CCRAS Delhi, Institutional Ethical Committee CARI New Delhi, and Board of Studies Banaras Hindu University. With this brief introduction, I would like to invite Dr. Mahesh Vyas, sir, to address the gathering. Sir, please. I would also like to invite sir to please release our college souvenir. Now I request Dr. Mahesh Vyas sir to kindly address the gathering.
न त्वहं कामये राज्यं न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं कामये दुःखतप्तानां प्राणिनां आर्तिनाशनम. Namaste. Good morning everyone. Respected Guruji, our today's chief guest, respected Dr. G.G. Gangadharan ji, respected Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna ji, Purv Vice Chancellor and Director, Sushrutha Ayurved Medical College, respected Dr. Manjunath Sharma ji, Vice Chancellor, S. Vyasa University, respected Dr. Premanand Rao ji, Senior Vice President, Vishwa Ayurved Parishad, respected Dr. Alok Rai ji, Principal, Sushrutha Ayurved Medical College, other dignitaries, faculty members, students, participants, Dr. Rupa Bhatt ji, Dr. Renu Dikshit ji, Dr. Allam Prabhu ji, and guests from Nimhans, all the scholars, and dear friends. I am happy to be invited as guest of honor at this national conference, Sushrutha Avabodhini. For this, I am very much thankful to the organizers of Sushrutha Ayurved Medical College, Bengaluru, S. Vyasa University, and Vishwa Ayurved Parishad, and especially Professor B.R. Ramakrishna ji for inviting me. I truly admire this great initiative taken up by the Institute, University, and Vishwa Ayurved Parishad. It is indeed a matter of great pleasure for me to be a part of this learned gathering. Friends, आज के जो हमारे चीफ गेस्ट हैं, मुख्य अतिथि हैं, प्रोफेसर जी.जी. गंगाधरन जी, आचार्य सुश्रुत ने कहा है, उभौ एतौ अनिपुणौ असमर्थौ स्वकर्मणि अर्धवेद धरावेतो एक पक्षा विवत्तुजो. एक बेस्ट आयुर्वेद के व्यक्ति को, स्टूडेंट को, फिजिशियन को, टीचर को दो क्वालिटी होना चाहिए. एक उनको बेस्ट नॉलेज टेक्स्ट बुक का हो और दूसरा बेस्ट प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज हो. माने थ्योरेटिकल एंड प्रैक्टिकल, क्लासिकल एंड प्रैक्टिस, दोनों चीज़ें बहुत अच्छी होना चाहिए. और हमारे जो आज के चीफ गेस्ट हैं वो इन दोनों में ही बिल्कुल मास्टर हैं, बेस्ट हैं. तो निश्चित रूप से आज का ये जो कार्यक्रम है हमारा बहुत ही अच्छा कार्यक्रम है. हमारी संस्कृति में कहा गया अहर्निशम सेवामहे. कोई भी काम जब संपूर्ण हो सकता है जब हम पूरे मन से, लगन से पूरा 24/7 काम करते रहें. और मुझे कहते हुए हर्ष है कि न केवल विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद का, न केवल आयुर्वेद का, न केवल योग का, अपितु पूरे भारतवर्ष में जो एक लीडर के रूप में अपनी भूमिका में हैं, एस व्यासा के पूर्व कुलपति और माननीय डायरेक्टर प्रोफेसर रामकृष्णा जी, और विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद जिसके माध्यम से आज आयुर्वेद न केवल भारत में भी तो विश्व के कोने कोने में पहुंच रहा है, जिनकी लीडरशिप में जो प्रोफेसर प्रेमानंद राव जी हमारे बीच में हैं और अभी प्रोफेसर B.R. रामाकृष्णा जी ने पूरा विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद की एक्टिविटी के बारे में हम सबको बताया. तो इन सबके त्रिवेणी का संयोग, हम कहते हैं कि देखिए गंगा और यमुना दो नदियां जहां मिलती है उसको हम बोलते हैं बड़ा पवित्र संगम है. लेकिन जहां पर ये तीन का संयोग हो, सुश्रुत आयुर्वेद महाविद्यालय, एस व्यासा विश्वविद्यालय और विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद, तो ये त्रिवेणी निश्चित रूप से जो भी कुछ काम करेगी वो विश्व के लिए पथ प्रदर्शक होगा. आयुर्वेद में हमेशा कहा गया कि शास्त्रम गुरु मुखोद्गिरणम. अगर गुरु का आशीर्वाद मिल जाए तो शास्त्र बहुत अच्छे से उसका अवबोध हो सकता है. और हमारे यहाँ इसीलिए चरक संहिता में जहाँ प्रारंभ किया गया तो आचार्य चरक ने, जहाँ पर आचार्य चक्रपाणि ने सबसे पहले कहा गुणत्रय विभेदेन मूर्ति त्रयम उपेयुषे त्रयी भुवे त्रिनेत्राय त्रिलोकी पतये नमः. मैंने गुरु को प्रणाम किया गया है. मैंने कोई भी कार्य बिना गुरु के आशीर्वाद के अच्छे से संपन्न हो ही नहीं सकता है. और बड़े सौभाग्य की बात है कि आज का ये कार्यक्रम पूज्य गुरु जी पद्मश्री नागेंद्र जी के आशीर्वचन से प्रारंभ हुआ है। तो जहाँ गुरु का आशीर्वाद मिल जाए वहाँ पर ये कार्यक्रम तो अच्छे से संपन्न होना ही है। देखिए, किसी भी कार्य को अगर सही रूप से संचालित करना है तो आचार्य चरक ने 3 उसके मेन की बताई है। एक बताया है पाठ, दूसरा अवबोध और तीसरा अनुष्ठान। पाठ मीन्स जस्ट रीडिंग, अवबोध मीन्स अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड अनुष्ठान मीन्स प्रॉपर प्रैक्टिस। और आज की इस जो प्रोग्राम है, इस प्रोग्राम का मेन नाम भी है सुश्रुत अवबोधनी। अवबोध सबसे मेन इंपॉर्टेंट है। अगर अपना अवबोधन अच्छा है तो निश्चित रूप से उस कार्य को हम सफलतापूर्वक कर सकते हैं। और आचार्य सुश्रुत ने पूरी सुश्रुत संहिता का सार सर्वस्व बताया। यथा खरस चंदन भारवाही भारस्य वेत्ता न तो चंदनस्य एवं ही शास्त्राणि बहुन्यदित्य चार्थेषु मूढ़ा खरवद वहंती। प्रॉपर अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज मेनली इंपॉर्टेंट। और ये जो वर्कशॉप आज की है उसका मेन उद्देश्य भी अवबोध है। और यहाँ पे एक संयोग और है, महाविद्यालय का नाम सुश्रुत महाविद्यालय है, जो प्रोग्राम है उसका नाम भी सुश्रुत अवबोधनी है। और जो हमने तीसरा लिया है डिजेनरेटिव डिसऑर्डर्स, यह है इंटीग्रेशन। तो ये 3 का जो संयोजन है हमारे यहाँ सभी को जो बताया गया है वो 3 के, उसमें 3 की संख्या को सबसे ज्यादा मुख्य माना गया है। चाहे हमारे पास किसी विषय का वर्णन करें उसमें 5 सब्जेक्ट हो, 6 हो, लेकिन उनको 3 में डिवाइड किया जाता है। इसलिए आचार्य सुश्रुत ने अष्टत्रिक का वर्णन किया आचार्य चरक ने चरक संहिता सूत्र स्थान चैप्टर नंबर 11 में। और यहाँ पर भी इन्हीं 3 का समावेश मुख्य रूप से है। तो मैं एक बार पुनः आयोजकों को इसके लिए विशेष बधाई देता हूँ। और जो टॉपिक अभी यहाँ पे इसके लिए लिया गया, देखिए आज सबसे ज़्यादा आवश्यकता है इंटीग्रेशन की, चाहे वो नॉलेज इंटीग्रेशन हो, टेक्नोलॉजी का इंटीग्रेशन हो। और आज माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी की मन की बात में भी आप कहेंगे तो वो आयुर्वेद का प्राय नाम लेते हैं। 85% उनके मन की बात में आयुर्वेद और आयुर्वेद के सब्जेक्ट आए हैं। और उन सब में विशेष वो अगर जोर देते हैं तो इंटीग्रेशन पे देते हैं। और अभी 29 अक्टूबर को ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ आयुर्वेद में आयुर्वेद डे का मैं चीफ गेस्ट के रूप में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी थे। और वहाँ पर भी उन्होंने विशेष रूप से जोर दिया था इंटीग्रेशन के ऊपर कि आज का युग इंटीग्रेशन का है। और इंटीग्रेशन, ये जो डिजेनरेटिव डिसऑर्डर्स हैं, हम चाहे आयुर्वेद में इन सब का वर्णन है जिसको हम धातु क्षय के रूप में बता दें कि हमारे दोष, धातु और मल, ये 3 ही मुख्य हैं। और ये डिजीज कहीं ना कहीं धातु क्षय के अंतर्गत है, लेकिन उनको आज के मान से, मॉडर्न टूल्स और टेक्निक के मान से जब तक हम अगर दूसरे व्यक्ति को नहीं बताएंगे तब तक उसकी एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी नहीं रहेगी। और निश्चित रूप से ये जो इंटीग्रेशन है ये आयुर्वेद को एक नई दिशा प्रदान करेगा। और जो हमारे आयुर्वेद के स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको रिसर्च के लिए एक नया डायरेक्शन देगा। तो मैं आयोजकों को विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद देता हूं कि उन्होंने जो टॉपिक का सिलेक्शन किया है ये वन ऑफ द बेस्ट टॉपिक है। अभी अगर हम देखें तो कई जगह अगर कोई प्रसिद्ध आचार्य हो, कोई प्रसिद्ध वैद्य हो जो चिकित्सा के क्षेत्र में काम करता हो, लेकिन उनकी उस चीज़ को, अगर कोई कैंसर का ट्रीटमेंट करता हो, कहता है कि मैंने 1000 पेशेंट बिल्कुल ठीक कर दिए, तो उनके आसपास जो व्यक्ति रहते हैं उसको एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं। लेकिन साइंटिफिक कम्युनिटी उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं करती है। और उसी टाइप से अगर देखा जाए तो कोरोना काल में ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ आयुर्वेद ने जो भी वर्क किया था, दिल्ली के करीब 85,000 जो पुलिस कर्मचारी है उनके ऊपर एक प्रोजेक्ट लिया गया था और आयु रक्षा किट का उसमें प्रयोग किया गया था। और उस पेपर को जब हमने पब्लिश किया तो लैंसेट में उसको पब्लिश किया जो हाईएस्ट इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर के साथ है। तो आज आवश्यकता उसी टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ में इंटीग्रेशन की है, तभी ग्लोबली हम उसको एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं या कोई व्यक्ति उसको रिकॉग्नाइज कर सकता है। आदरणीय गंगाधरन जी यहाँ पर उपस्थित हैं और भारत सरकार ने एक कमेटी बनाई है जिसका नाम है इंटीग्रेशन कमेटी, जो नीति आयोग की कमेटी है, जिसमें एम्स के पूर्व डायरेक्टर प्रोफेसर गुलेरिया जी, मेदांता के प्रोफेसर नरेश त्रेहन जी, बेंगलोर से देवी शेट्टी जी और MC शर्मा जी, पूर्व जो डायरेक्टर रहे हैं एम्स ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मेडिकल साइंस नई दिल्ली के। उसमें आयुर्वेद में प्रोफेसर तनुजा नेसरी जी हैं, एक मेंबर मैं भी हूँ। और उस कमेटी का मेन काम है वन नेशन वन थेरेपी। माने इंटीग्रेशन इस टाइप से हो कि अगर एक अम्ब्रेला के नीचे कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूशन है तो हम अपने एविडेंस बेस से कि ये डिसीज के ट्रीटमेंट के लिए पेशेंट को हमको कहाँ भेजना है, तो उसके लिए जो कमेटी ने कई बार मीटिंग हुई है और उस कमेटी का कंक्लूजन ये कि आयुर्वेद में जो जो हमारे पास एविडेंस है कि भाई इन डिजीज में आयुर्वेद का ट्रीटमेंट का रिजल्ट बहुत अच्छा है और उसके हमारे पास में ये एविडेंस है, उसके आधार पर वो डिसाइड कर रहे हैं। और फिर जब कोई भी पेशेंट आएगा तो इसको अगर लीवर डिसऑर्डर का है तो इसको ट्रीटमेंट के लिए आयुर्वेद के डॉक्टर्स के पास भेजना है। वहीं एक ही अम्ब्रेला के नीचे सभी डॉक्टर्स हैं, चाहे वो आयुर्वेद के हों, एलोपैथिक के हों, होम्योपैथी, सिद्धा, यूनानी, जो जिसकी स्ट्रेंथ है उसके आधार पर उसको ट्रीट करेगा। और ये भारत सरकार का इनिशिएटिव है इंटीग्रेशन का सबसे बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल के रूप में। तो आज इंटीग्रेशन की आवश्यकता है और उसको अगर हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे तो निश्चित रूप से हमको सफलता मिलेगी। और एक प्रारंभ में प्रोफेसर रामकृष्ण जी ने एक बात कही थी कि पहले हम गुरुकुल की पद्धति में थे, अब कुलगुरु की पद्धति में हैं और पुनः गुरुकुल की पद्धति की ओर जा रहे हैं। और मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ आयुष ने, NCISM ने अभी एक कोर्स जो है वो लॉन्च किया है कुछ दिन पहले ही, और वो है गुरुकुलम। और उसमें पूरा अध्ययन जो है संस्कृत माध्यम से होगा। और कई बार हमको लगता है कि संस्कृत पढ़ने से हम एक अच्छे डॉक्टर कैसे बन सकते हैं, लेकिन मैं आप सबको कहना चाहूँगा अगर संस्कृत का अंडरस्टैंडिंग हमारा अच्छा है, आयुर्वेदिक क्लासिक्स को हम ज़्यादा अच्छे से समझते हैं तो आयुर्वेद के ज़्यादा अच्छे चिकित्सक बन सकते हैं। और मुझे तो कहते हुए बड़ा हर्ष है कि अभी कुछ पहले हमारे देश का एक सम्मान बढ़ा था और वो सम्मान बढ़ा था मिशन चंद्रयान के कारण। और चंद्रमा के उस ध्रुव पे हम पहुंचे थे जहां पर आज तक कोई देश नहीं पहुंचा। और इसरो के डायरेक्टर का अगर आप कभी कभी स्पीच देखें या अगर आप यूट्यूब पे उनका वो देखें तो वो कहते हैं कि इस मिशन में हमको बहुत कुछ सहायता संस्कृत लिटरेचर के द्वारा मिली है। हमारे यहाँ सब कृष्ण पक्ष शुक्ल पक्ष का वर्णन है, 15 दिन का कृष्ण पक्ष होता है, 15 दिन का शुक्ल पक्ष होता है। और वहीं अगर चंद्रमा पर देखा जाए तो ये 15 डेज का दिन है, 15 डेज रात्रि है। मैंने 15 दिन जो है जब रोवर वहां पे लैंड किया तो उन्होंने बोला कि 15 दिन के लिए अब इसको हमने सुला दिया है। मैंने जब सुबह हो जाएगी, दिन हो जाएगा, उसके बाद में फिर ये काम करना शुरू करेगा। तो ये जो संस्कृत का नॉलेज था, जब उसके आधार पर हम चंद्रमा पर पहुंच सकते हैं, पूरे विश्व में हमारा कीर्तिमान बढ़ सकता है, हमारा सम्मान बढ़ सकता है। तो हम अगर संस्कृत को ज़्यादा अच्छे से पढ़ेंगे तो निश्चित रूप से आयुर्वेद को समझकर हम सब तक उसको पहुंचा सकते हैं। तो इसलिए एक बार पुनः मैं आयोजकों का हृदय से धन्यवाद देता हूं कि इस कार्यक्रम में मुझे आने का मौका मिला। और विशेषकर विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद को मैं एक लास्ट बात विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद की कहना चाहूँगा कि विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद की कई गतिविधियाँ हैं और वहाँ पर जो हमारे आयुर्वेद के 14 सब्जेक्ट हैं उसकी मंथली हम एक संभाषा का आयोजन करते हैं। उस विषय के एक्सपर्ट महीने में एक बार मिलते हैं, किसी एक टॉपिक पे डिस्कशन करते हैं। एक हमारी संभाषा अनुसंधान की है, मैंने रिसर्च में क्या क्या अपडेट चल रहा है उसके ऊपर महीने में एक संभाषा होती है। एक वाइस चांसलर्स मीट शुरू कर रखा है जो एवरी मंथ में एक बार होता है, जिसमें वाइस चांसलर उनका ओपिनियन मिलता है कि आयुर्वेद के लिए आगे का क्या डायरेक्शन हो सकता है। एक प्रिंसिपल्स मीट है और एक उसमें इंटरनेशनल संभाषा है। अलग अलग कंट्री के एक एक्सपर्ट रहते हैं और उस कंट्री में आयुर्वेद का स्टेटस क्या है उसके ऊपर वो प्रकाश डालते हैं। कई हमारे यहाँ अवार्ड हैं और उसी प्रकार से अलग अलग जो है थीसिस अवार्ड भी देते हैं, कुछ गेस्ट लेक्चर करते हैं। और एक मेन कार्यक्रम है संयोजनम जो एवरी 2 ईयर्स में होता है। और इसी महीने में नवंबर में 15, 16 और 17 में 3 दिन का प्रोग्राम जो वो था NIA जयपुर, नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ आयुर्वेद जयपुर में आयोजित किया गया था। और जैसा कि प्रोफेसर रामकृष्ण जी ने कहा कि एक सफलतम आयोजन रहा जिसमें पूरे देश से 3000 से अधिक पार्टिसिपेंट थे। हमारी कैपेसिटी 2500 की थी और हमने जो डेट दी थी उससे 15 दिन पहले रजिस्ट्रेशन बंद कर दिया था क्योंकि 2500 से ऊपर रजिस्ट्रेशन हो चुके थे। तो एक विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद आयुर्वेद के क्षेत्र में बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही है और उसके लिए मैं प्रोफेसर प्रेमानंद राव जी को, हमारे रामकृष्ण जी को और विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद के सभी पदाधिकारी यहाँ उपस्थित हैं उनको हार्दिक बधाई दूंगा और इस कार्यक्रम के आयोजन के लिए। और एक कार्यक्रम सफल हो उसके लिए मेरी हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। नमस्कार।
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Every year, Student Council of Sushrutha Ayurvedic Medical College and Hospital releases a college magazine, which is a collective effort of all the students and faculties alike. This year, also we have a college magazine by name Sushrutha. Now, I'd like to request Dr. Sandhya ma'am, who is the editor-in-chief of the faculty for the magazine, to give a brief introduction about Sushrutha College Magazine.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, all the faculty members and delegates, good morning everyone. It's an honor to share this moment with you all as we unveil Sushrutha, our very own student magazine. This is not just a compilation of articles, it's a reflection of the creativity, passion, and dedication of our students. It highlights their diverse talents across writing scientific and non-scientific articles like poetry, travel logs, section for books, movies, cuisine, artwork, and photography. And it stands as a testament to their growth, innovation, and thoughtfulness. This magazine highlights the power the students have to inspire, lead, and create impact, showcasing their insights, research, and expertise to inspire the future generations. I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our principal and our management for their unwavering support, and to the teachers whose guidance has been instrumental in bringing this vision to life. Most importantly, I applaud the students for their hard work and creativity in making Sushrutha a reality. Let us celebrate this accomplishment and continue to voice far and wide. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We are truly privileged to have with us today Dr. Premanand Rao sir, Senior National President WAP, whose remarkable contributions in the field of Ayurveda has inspired many and contributed and made a significant impact. Now I request Dr. Premanand Rao sir to release our college magazine, Sushrutha. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Premanand sir to address the gathering.
Namaste. Honorable dignitaries on the dais and other esteemed guests, respected faculty members, students, and all those gathered here today to this wonderful scientific event that is Avabodhini 20. It is both an honor and privilege to be speaking at this esteemed Ayurvedic seminar, where we have gathered to explore the intersection of ancient wisdom and modern advancement in the field of healthcare. Today, I would like to address a topic that has become an increasing concern worldwide: degenerative disorders and how they can be effectively managed through the rich knowledge of Ayurveda combined with power of technology and innovation. If you see the degenerative disorders such as osteoarthritis, Alzheimer's disease, and cardiovascular diseases are the rising globally, often linked to the aging population. Modern lifestyle and environmental factors, these disorders not only lead to the decline in the quality of life and also place significant strain on healthcare system. In Ayurveda, these conditions are understood not merely as diseases of aging, but as imbalances in the body vital bioenergies of doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Ayurveda teaches us that degeneration of tissues, loss of vitality, and imbalances in the body are not inevitable aspects of aging. Instead, they are treatable and in many cases reversible when we adopt holistic approaches such as balanced diet, personalized herbal therapies, detoxification methods like Panchakarma, and mindfulness practices. Technology like AI and machine learning and analyze vast amounts of data, allowing us in prevent degenerative diseases before they take significant toll on the body. Furthermore, wearable devices and sensors are enabling us to track real-time biomarkers, giving us a more accurate understanding of how lifestyle and Ayurvedic treatments are impacting health at a molecular level. At this juncture, I would like to take a moment of congratulation Sushrutha Ayurvedic Medical College and Hospital, Bengaluru, Visvyasa University, and Vishwayurveda Parishad, Karnataka, under the able leadership of guidance of Padma Shri, Sri Pujya Shri Dr. H.R. Nagendraji, and Director of Sushrutha College and our Margadarshak of Dakshinakhetra, Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna ji, and for their continuous support and outstanding contributions for the development of Ayurveda. These institutions have not only preserved and nurtured the ancient practice of Ayurveda, but have also been a forefront of research, education and innovation, making Ayurvedic knowledge accessible to the world. I would like to take this opportunity to remind all the dignitaries gathered here that Vishwayurveda Parishad, which is the only non-governmental and non-political organization working in all fields of Ayurveda, that is from student of UG to scholar of PG and PhD, private practitioners to public servant, medical plants grower to manufacturers of Ayurvedic medicine, Parishad is sincerely working for the development of Ayurveda. As we continue moving forward, let us remember that the ultimate goal is the well-being of individuals. By combining the wisdom of Ayurveda with a technological advancement, we can provide more effective personalized care, helping prevent, manage degenerative disorders in a sustainable, holistic manner. In a conclusion, I urge all of us present here to continue nurturing a rich legacy of Ayurveda while embracing the power of technology. Let us work together to build a future where degenerative disorders are managed with grace, where health and longevity are achievable for all, and where ancient wisdom and modern innovation walk in hand. Once again, congratulations to the Sushrutha Ayurvedic Medical College and Hospital, Bengaluru, Vyasa University and Vishwayurveda Parishad, Karnataka for their exemplary work. Let's continue our journey with a renewed sense of purpose and commitment to the ancient science of Ayurveda empowered by technology and innovation. Thank you. Pranam. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge with us. It gives us an immense pleasure to welcome our chief guest of the special event, Sushrutha Avabodhini 2.0, Dr. G.G. Gangadharan, sir, Ayurvedacharya, Tekri Ayurveda Center, Bengaluru. Sir, I kindly request you to address the gathering.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, my friend Dr. Manjunath, Dr. Ramakrishna, Mahesh Vyas, and principal, and my dear friends, colleagues and students. I'm extremely happy, that goes without saying, and very generous appreciation of my humble works by different personalities at different times. It makes me more humble because I believe Ayurveda is a less understood, less explored, and a sleeping giant. I shamefully observe that what we see today Ayurveda is only 10% of Ayurveda. 90% of Ayurveda is waiting to be explored, and that will happen when we have the sound understanding of three aspects of this great science. Any science which is practically implemented comes from the root, and there are three levels of expressions of science. The basic expression that starts from the great minds is its tattva. Second level of expression of this great science, or any science in that respect, is its scientific paradigm. And the third level of that science is its vyavahara, applications. The 99% of the practitioners are the vyavaharis. We apply Ayurveda in a given context. But science does not grow by application alone. Science grows when its tattvas are understood and scientific developments are made on the tattvas and more innovations are achieved. In Ayurveda, the Tattva, Shastra and Vyavahara, three levels of expression, you can see that a very definite decline of Shastra part after 19th century, absolute zero development in the part of Tattva area where great minds of Sushrutha, Charaka and Vagbhada latest gave their contributions. On that we are all surviving today. So my humble request to all of us, including me, is to go dwell more and more to the Shastra and Tattva part of this great science to be innovative. Because if you want to move with the times, if you want to integrate another science of a different paradigm, we have to be very clear about our foundations. And in Ayurveda says, and all Indian sciences which are represented and rooted in Vaisheshika, Shad Darshanas, including Vaisheshika and other sciences, and of which Vaisheshika is more optimally used in Ayurveda. And Ayurveda is actually a cross-fertilization of different darshanas taken by different acharyas by different point of time. So it says that this science has to be learned at different levels of understanding, starting from Adhiti, where you by heart without understanding its full essence. Second level of learning is Bodha, when a teacher of good wisdom comes and explains you the meaning of, literary meaning of that sloka or that phrase. The third level of learning is Ajaranam. You practice it, try it, and see how truthful the wisdom that given to you are. And the fourth level of learning is Prajaranam. That happens when you are thorough with the sciences. So if you are able to follow this pedagogy, which is unique to India, and all Indian sciences are rooted this method of education, which was just explained by Mahesh Vyas in his talk. These levels of education has to bring Ayurveda to the roots of, bring students to the root of Ayurveda. Then you can think about innovations. If you look to the growth of Ayurveda in this country, and if we say that 5,000 years of unbroken history of the science, actually it is beyond. We don't know when this science of healing got embedded in our civilization. We say and we believe that it started with the human civilization itself. And if you look into the earliest literature, like Rig Veda, where about 10 to 12 plants are explained. When you come to the Atharvaveda, where 50 to 60 plants are explained. When you come to Charaka Samhita, 500, 600 plants are explained. When you come to Vagbhada, more than 1,000 plants are explained. When you come to latest Nigandu, that is a 19th century Shaligram Nigandu, around 2,000 plants are explained. And when you study the latest survey of Government of India under Man and Biosphere Program of Ministry of Environment, it has codified and documented around 7,000 species of plants used by around 440 ethnic communities of this country for health-related parts. So you can see how vast is our canvas. And we are now limiting that great science, which very proudly proclaims that Jagatyeva Manaushadam na vidyat kinchid vasad nanartha yoga yoho. There is everything in the universe is potentially medicinal. Even the gross substance which are made of Panchamahabhutas and subtle things which controls your diet and lifestyle. So both gross to the subtle things are used. Pharmacologically and non-pharmacological things are used in Ayurveda because we understand the dynamics of the living being and human being and the dynamic of the external universe. So we say that when we say we can treat everything, there is a reason for that. We are not worried about the name. Vigaranama agushalo na jikriyal kadajana nahi sarva vigaranam namadosti dhruvastu. The reason is that every disease can be explained by the permutation combinations of dosha and dhadus. That is the greatest, very, very comprehensive framework. So in changing time, this dynamics does not change. That's why we are able to understand the newer diseases we are able to define. Why I am bringing this point in this inaugural session is that these degenerative diseases and revolutionizing the treatment regime need a profound understanding of this great science from its roots and understanding of the modern sciences. Mind you, Ayurveda can understand modern science, but modern science cannot understand Ayurveda. That's the limitation of that science. So can we take that challenge of bridging that gap between these two paradigms which are entirely opposite? That is the challenge when you say revolutionizing a healing process. That is the challenge you have to take. For that, we need substantial understanding of the both sides. I'll give two examples why I say Ayurveda is very limitedly known today. It is told that Chikilsardham, Vasti Chikilsardham is a Katyade. When I studied as a student, I didn't understand why Vasti is given that much of importance. There are chapters on Vastis. There are other Panchakarmas, but when Vasti comes, Acharya says that this is equivalent to all the treatment told in Ayurveda, and Vasti in one place, other treatment in other place. These are equivalent, that much great importance. Today in 21st century and beyond, we are all talk about gut, microbiome, biome. Every disease origin is now they are related. They are talking about twin brains, the gut brain other than the conventional brain. They say the connectivity between mind, gut and the brain. And in Ayurveda, all the major treatments cannot be completed without Vasti. And if you analyze the Vasti's mechanism and Vasti's combinations, Vasti's dynamics, why 3 Sneha Vasti after 1 Kashaya Vasti, why different kinds of Vasti, what is the quantities, and the way it is mixed even, how it is the sequence of mixing Vasti, the temperature of the Vasti, the particle size of the Vasti, the density of the Vasti, everything matters. And if it is staying in the system for a Muhurta or the time given it can bring in wonder. And I have seen in my clinical experience, if you are the master of Vasti, you are master of that treatment. So this Chikitsa is unexplored. We don't know how to do Vasti. We don't know how the retention period is, why it is so important. That is one example. Second example I can give is that we say that Snehanam, Sedanam, Sedanam, Sneha Samyuktam, Bhakshaha Virejanam. Now, when we say cross stroke case where edema is one of the most important symptoms that we see, the body is completely edematous. The first thing we do is Virejana. And Virejana, if you take human system as a single unit, and osmosis is the method by which cell talks each other, where the fluid exchange takes place. Virejana is one of the methods which one take the liquid from every system of your body. So Virejana has given that much importance, but we don't know what is the context in which Virejana has to be done. What is the time frame for that? So these are the certain examples I feel that we should explore if we want to understand Ayurveda more. One of the problems that I find today is that we have been made to believe that science which are told in a specific way are inferior to modern, more expressed science. The expressions of science, which in an objective manner, is only one of the peripheral part of that science. So we have to understand its subjectivity, and we have to understand the different combinations. There are two things, I don't know how many of you have learned in Chikitsa Sandarbham. One is the Amshamsa Kalpana of doshas and Taradama Bhedam of rasas. If you are able to understand Taradama Bhedatvam and Amshamsa Kalpana, that all disease can be defined, all treatment can be defined. That's why I say we are going towards a condition called precision medicine. What is precision medicine? Precision medicine is the one you are able to understand the exact condition of the disease. We say that all doshas are expression of tridoshas. How tridoshas are expressed? The permutation combination is infinitive. So can you bring it to a frame where you understand the dosha dosha samurchanam and find out the exact remedy for that? That is what precision medicine. Ayurveda should walk towards that. All this can be supported, helped by modern objective sciences. So if there is a combination of these two, we can understand the condition of the body. We all look towards inflammatory markers today. Inflammatory markers are nothing but ama in the system at different levels of tissues, different levels of gut. Your amasya atma and pakvasya atma and dhadu ama are different. And how it will be first off liquefied, how it is removed. This is a big process in Ayurveda. All these aspects, these protocols that are told in Ayurveda, if can be measured by modern parameters which are abundantly available today, even though I believe that the modern parameters are in infinitive state, because 50 years back we thought blood is the cause of everything. Before that, after that, we thought that genes are the cause of everything. Now we are talking about epigenetics. Genes can be converted, genes can be modulated, genes can be made to believe, made to sleep or awaken by epigenetic conditions, environment. So we are evolving every day. The gut microbiome is another emerging area. When you see the development of modern science, its primitive level of Koch's postulation of telling that every disease originated because of a microorganism. That from Koch's postulation, we have come to the disease level, is all diseases are said to be, especially degenerative diseases are said to be multi-causal. And Ayurveda, if you see the Nidana Shastram, if you study, all the multi-causal things are told. And we have got different kind of Nidanam. What are the Nidanam which are Nija Nidhanam? What is the Agandu Nidhanam? Nija Nidhanam also, what are the types of Nidhanam which causes? Not a single cause is the disease not caused by single cause. The multi-causal diseases, especially the chronic metabolic disorders, Ayurveda has got tremendous methods to understand and come. I am sure if you do one of the areas, take it as a challenge, and if you come with protocols, not medicines, the one of the problem we all find is that we are looking for a molecule. A molecule will never come with Ayurveda, I can vouch it for you. Ayurveda will come with protocols because we say that dusham, desham, balam, kalam, analam, bargadimvaya, sattam, sattam, tadaharam, sukshma nirikshayada, dosha aushadha nirubhane, not roga aushadha nirubhane. Dosham, to understand where it stands, these 10 variants has to be understood. If 10 variants is different from individual to individual, and we can frame to them 7 categories. That is the basic practice of Ayurveda. So if these dynamics of Ayurveda's diagnostics, if you understand properly, then you want to support it with modern diagnostic tools, you will be coming with wonderful results. That is what the world is looking towards. World is not looking from you and a molecule. There are thousands of companies working on molecules for 50 years. They have not come with any wonderful remedy so far. They have wasted money. And so many of them have stopped working on Ayurvedic plants because they don't get a result, because no molecule work in Ayurveda. When you say holistic science, it has got implications. It's not just we say holistic science. We say that take the man as a whole, treat the man as a whole, take the herb as a whole. This is what told by one professor of Jamnagar University, Drivyaguna, long time back, 40 years back. And what it means that take the plant as whole, and from where you take it and standardize it, see how it is working. Many of the conditions today, especially the 3 conditions are most damaging and most challenging today. One is the IBS, second one is the stroke, and third one is cardiac issues. These 3 issues we look into it. There are protocols available in Ayurveda, and we can make groups to work on this, and we can come with wonderful results. So instead of going for molecules, let us go for protocols. Protocols based on Ayurveda, which should be definitely substantiated by modern diagnostic and prognostic tools. Then you will give it very good, wonderful thing. The whole world will change. And we treat not diseases alone, we treat the person as a whole. That's why the diet, the lifestyle, and the medicine become important. Nowhere in Ayurveda will see a medicine alone given. Always goes with lifestyle changes and things. I have treated by merely changing chronic skin diseases of 20, 30 years merely by changing diet pattern. That is possible if you have got that kind of surety of what you are doing, if you have the surety of what you have diagnosed has told you, then we can do that. This is the kind of changes I will see. I will look forward if people are getting into the field of Ayurveda. One of the things I should say in this forum is that we are all looking for immediate results. I am telling you, no immediate results come. See, Oxford University, any of the bigger universities, they have got 5-year, 10-year, 20-year targets. And let us work on that. Maybe 10 of your efforts may be waste, one will come out of that will be the Nobel Prize. So that kind of effort we have to make with a long-time objectives, long-time missions. Then only we can bring in result. Otherwise, I am afraid if we Indians are not doing, and Vyasa is one example trying its level best to bring in aspects of yoga and Ayurveda to the forefront of medical research. But if you don't do it more rigorously and more purposefully and with more resources, we will be overtaken by other countries who are looking for. People are gone deep into the epistemology of Ayurveda. People are gone deep into the resources of Ayurveda. And there are great scholars outside India than in India emerging. And they will come with products and practices and protocols, and we will be buying their IPRs to practice Ayurveda in India. That should not happen if we are strong enough. I am extremely happy that we have taken a subject of very important feature, and the pathway to reach to that is only rigorous experiments which are not merely objective, which is subjective and objective. And the most aspects of Ayurveda are subjective, which can be converted into objective parameters if you synchronize both sciences in a judicious way. With these few words, I don't want to take much of your time. I am extremely happy and privileged and feel humbled for inviting me to talk to in an inaugural session as a chief guest on an important subject. And this should give even direction for Ministry of Ayush to go further in this area. I hope this will happen. And the executive summary of this kind of conferences should come into the attention of the policy makers of Ayush, and we should take up this kind of thing. I only request is that make a long-time project, make a long-time mission, 20 years what you want to achieve. Every 5 years, what are the milestones you have achieved, go ahead with that. Then we will come with, because we are already wasted 75 years of post-independent time. We don't have much time to waste. Before others come to the playground, let us do the leadership role. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for your invaluable speech. Now it's the time to honor and felicitate our guests. I invite Chief Executive Committee members of Vishwa Parishad Karnataka, Dr. Alama Prabhu sir, Dr. Rupa Bhatt ma'am, to join us on the stage for the felicitation program. I also request Dr. Shiv Shankar Sai sir, Registrar, Vyasa deemed to be University. I request Dr. V.V. Ram Reddy sir, Dean of PG Studies, SAMCH. I request Dr. Soumya ma'am, Vice Principal, SAMCH, to join us on the stage for the felicitation program. I also request Dr. Sangamitra Patnaik ma'am, Medical Superintendent of SAMCH Hospital, to join us on the stage for the felicitation program. I also request Dr. Srindi sir to also join us on the stage, Organizing Secretary, to join us on the stage for the felicitation program. I also request Dr. Vasudeva Vaidya sir to join us on the stage for the felicitation program. Now I request all the dignitaries to honor Professor Dr. G.G. Gangadharan sir. Dr. Premanand Rao sir. Okay. Now I request dignitaries to felicitate Dr. Mahesh Vyas sir. Now request all the dignitaries to felicitate Dr. Premanand Rao sir. Now request dignitaries to felicitate Dr. Manjunath Sharma sir. I wholeheartedly thank all the dignitaries for joining us on the dais for the felicitation program.
Now we have come to the concluding part of the inaugural ceremony. It's my honor to invite Dr. Alok Roy sir, Principal of SAMCH, who has been an integral part of this occasion, to deliver the vote of thanks.
भास्करम भारती स्वपार्थेश्वरम गणेश विघ्नार्तरम नवमी वाग बुद्धि शुद्ध ये अपूर्व वैद्य नमस्तु तस्मै. So first I am very much privileged and humbled by the gathering of so much extra special dignitaries, scientists, academicians for today's conference and a chief guest. For being as a principal of this function, it's a great event of my time. When we merged in SVYASA, I saw the first time the glitz and glamour and the scientific session of the Inco-FIRA. So that time I had a dream, let's also have for Sushrutha one conference, such kind, maybe not grand as Inco-FIRA, but some conference. So that resulted in 2 years before Avabodhini 1, and now this is the Avabodhini 2. And it's a very great indeed honor to become a principal in this particular event. Conferences, seminars are the part of the Ayurveda, or what we say the quest of scientific generalization. The first scientific session which was held in Ayurveda, we know that in the form of Ayurveda Avtarana, where Bharadwaja was the head of the conference, and there the generalization of Ayurveda started, the quest for the scientificity. The three sutras were built, and from then onwards we can see the progress of Ayurveda, where scientific quest was the important target, generalizing everything from pinpoint, from anus to parmanus. So we saw the later emergence of Samhitas and then Nigantus. So all took a part in making today the science, what we have today. And we have to hold, as our chief guest, Dr. G.G. Gangadharan spoke, if we don't do, we have to take the help, we have to take the permission of practicing. So the next generation, which are here today for this session, for this scientific seminar, they have to take the lead. The Avabodhini 2, which was planned, so we had a plan, yes, we have to have Avabodhini. So why these different speakers? Because I have visited many seminars and conferences. Recently when I visited the All India Institute of Ayurveda for a conference, so there I understood the different transdisciplinary scientists were talking in a very different language. So we should get exposed to those languages, those terms. So this we have out of 5 speakers who are from out of the field of Ayurveda, but they have done the work in Ayurveda, the scientists. So that the newer generation, the budding generations should get attached, should get inspired. Yes, we also have to do the research in that particular dimensions. So that's why this conference was held, and from the time I have to tell, my wish was to conduct Avabodhini 2. So first I will thank Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna ji, who has told, yes, okay, I will give you the permission to hold the Avabodhini 2, and within 1 month we had made this conference such a vibrating conference. So I thank Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna ji, whose blessings and permission has made us to this particular event. Of course, our backbone of our every conferences in Avabodhini 1 and Avabodhini 2 is the Vishwarit Parishad. They always inspire us. Unfortunately, we don't have our president, but we have our national vice president, Dr. Premana Rao, who has readily agreed and guided us to this event and to make this program, how we can make a conglomeration. So he is always having an idea, promoting, yes, we have to organize the Vishwarit Parishad at par with the North India, because we are still in budding stage. We should have a meeting and of all the South Zone and promote the theme and the concept of Vishwarit. So I thank Premana to accept our invitation and to be here. I also thank Dr. Mahesh Vyas ji, who is an eminent scholar. Everybody knows about him. I heard him long time before. I am also from Basic Principles. I heard him, and we are always astonished with his speech, with his intricacy of the words which the Samhita uses. So I also thank our Mahesh Vyas ji, who came so much far from, despite his busy schedule, for the program.
He is also General Secretary of Vishwarit Parishad.
Yes, yes, and also the General Secretary of the Vishwarit Parishad, Dr. Mahesh Vyas. So I thank him personally, etc. for this thing. Now, what a time to say, to thank our chief guest of today. It was a great inspiring words in a very short frame. I think so. We may also have a further lessons and lectures and inspiration words from Dr. G.G. Gangadharan, because I think so the time given was not enough. Because when I heard first time, that was I think so 15-20 years before, it was a green remedy, some research conclave was there. Then Dr. G.G. Gangadharan was sharing his experience about the plant Arogya Pachak. So it was long before. And after long gap I am meeting again, I am feeling that same zeal and enthusiasm still today. It's alive, and we may also have a further future inspiration. This word, sir, thank you, sir, for accepting in a short notice and for guiding the these buddies towards for this thing. Second thing, our always inspiration, the research person of our SVASA, who has done hundreds of publications, who always pushes for us the research. So I thank Dr. Manjunath ji, who is also the Vice Chancellor of our SVASA, and a great inspirator, because what we today got the A grade, it's because of the research. And always Guruji and Manjunath ji has always inspired, yes, you have to go for research, you have to go for it, because that is the one thing which can give you more points. And when we invited, he readily first, yes, I will be available on that day and I will give certain words. So I thank Dr. Manjunath sir, plus for us to visit. In the absence of Dr. Guruji, definitely whenever we meet Guruji, he always tells about every intricacies, about the research dimension. Today he had delivered the presidential address in Maitri Milan, but his guidance, his take, because since he is very elderly person, it does not, we have taken lot of help from him. Sir, we need certain things, certain guests, etc. So Guruji was very proactive in supporting our Avabodhini too. I thank Guruji especially in his absence, but still a great inspiring words, and always whenever I meet, he is to support in every sort. So I thank Guruji also for this, making this conference. And thanking all the committee members of my, see, I am a principal, but it does not mean that I am doing the work. So I thank all the committee members, right from registrations, publication, this registration committee, then reception committee. What a beautiful decorations. I can see the theme, the definition of Siddhanta, where the Charak has done, Bhau Sthapeti Nirna, means you have, Siddhantas are not built simply. It has been verified, re-verified, then it has to be concluded. So great decoration with the theme of Ayurveda, and I thank each person who has given this function some sort of, even the person who has served the tea, coffee, etc., cleaning persons, and all the students who are also the backbone of the Sushrutha College, because without that we cannot achieve what we are here today. So I thank once and again for everyone, and if I am missing anybody, please take my as a sorry for that, but I thank each and every one person for this, making this event a very glitzy environment, etc. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Before winding up the session, there are a few announcements. Regarding the Q&A session after the scientific sessions, we have placed a drop box to the left of the dais. There will not be any one-to-one interaction after the scientific sessions. So I request all the delegates to please post your questions in the drop box. And there will be a short tea break of 15 minutes. Sharp 12:30 we'll start with the keynote address. Now is the time for Shanti Mantra. I request everyone to rise for the Shanti Mantra.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Request all the dignitaries on the dais to please be seated down. And for the tea break, I request the faculty delegates to have the tea. It's arranged on the left side of the auditorium, and for the student delegates, the tea is arranged on the right side of the auditorium.